What's going on? This is All Love Gary from Tripod Sports, and today I'm gonna be doing the top 5 NBA rookies so far this year. So coming into this year, this draft was being hyped as one of the deepest and one with the most like star power up front at the top in a long time. And since the number one overall pick last year, Ben Simmons was out all of last year. He's also technically a rookie this year. So this year's rookies were really supposed to be special, and so far they really haven't disappointed. So really, let's just get into the list. Number 5 is going to be Dennis Smith Jr., point guard for the Dallas Mavericks. He was drafted 9th overall by the Mavericks out of NC State. In college, he was second team All ACC. And coming out, he could really shoot and pass, and he was very athletic. And he's really transitioned that into the NBA. He's like finishing alley-oops. He's so quick, he's so fast, and get his shot up all the time. That's really why he's able to average all the points he's averaging so far this year. The talent is definitely unquestioned. He really needs to improve his overall shooting numbers and defense, but he's only 19 years old, so definitely that should improve with time. He's also shown his ability this season to get to the rim at will, really, and his superior athleticism. He's a solid rebounder for his size, and he's also a smooth distributor and playmaker. Probably has to improve his assist numbers. His assist numbers and turnovers are pretty similar. But, I mean, like I said, he's really young, so he's just going to keep improving. He's very athletic. He's their starting point guard, and he's really going to continue to see significant minutes and significant playing time with Dallas really being an overall rebuilding this year. So his overall numbers are 14.5 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 4.5 assists, which is really strong numbers for a rookie point guard. Number 4, it's going to be Jayson Tatum, small forward, Boston Celtics. And so far this year, he's averaging 14 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. He was drafted 3rd overall by the Celtics out of Duke. Some considered him the top prospect because actually Boston had the first pick, but they traded down with Philadelphia because they really considered him the top prospect, and other people did too. He had a very strong summer league. He showed his ability really to do everything on the court. That's why people really thought he was going to be like the number 1 overall prospect. And he continued that over to start the regular season. In his regular season debut, he recorded a double-double against the Cavs. He's really shown his ability to rebound, defend, and shoot from everywhere. He's really smooth, and like what I noticed a lot watching a lot of his games, he's just so confident for a rookie wing player, and that's usually really kind of hard to find. He's not intimidated by the overall level of play or the speed of the game or anything. You just see the way he's playing. He's very confident, able to get his shot up. He's able to hit it from anywhere. I think he's hitting like 47% from his threes, and he's just a very confident player, really smooth. He really needs to work on his overall playmaking some because the assist numbers are kind of small. But, I mean, with Kyrie being the primary ball handler, you're not really going to have that many opportunities. He really has no weaknesses. He's really having a very, very solid rookie season. And especially with Jason Hayward being out since the first game, he got thrust into all those minutes, the starting minutes. He hasn't been intimidated at all by it. So he's number 4 on this list. So number 3 is going to be Lauri Markkanen, power forward for the Chicago Bulls. He's averaging 15.5 points, 8 rebounds, and 1.6 assists. He was actually drafted by the Timberwolves, but, his rights were traded to the Bulls in the whole Butler deal. He was drafted 7th overall out of Arizona. Coming in, out of college, for his 1 season in Arizona, he really showed his ability to be able to knock down threes and stretch the floor really good as a 4, which he really has continued to do that in the NBA. He's hitting 2.5 3-pointers a game. His rebounding and his post game really have been a surprise because he really wasn't going to be known too much for that. He was known more as a stretch 4, but he's averaging 8 rebounds a game, and he's been able to get inside. This is really like, if you watch some of the games, the Bulls games, I'm a Bulls fan, I watch a lot of the games, he's getting the ball like 35 feet out, and he's like handling the ball, he's like running the offense. And if they got like a bigger guy on him, he'll just blow by him using his left hand and get to the rim. Or if it's a smaller guy on him, he'll take him into the post too and like back him down and use some strength, which is surprising because he wasn't really known for his strength, but he's been able to really get what he wants on the offensive side. He really still needs to improve his overall strength and back to the basket game. But, since the Bulls are in a full rebuild and really have no other quality offensive players, Markkanen really should continue to get a lot of minutes and a lot of touches. And he's coming off a game just recently this week where he set his career high in points and rebounds. So you just know he's going to keep getting better, and he's hitting the outside shot consistently. So he's got a lot of Bulls fans excited. So expect to see him at the end of the year fighting for that Rookie of the Year award. So number 2, it's Kyle Kuzma, power forward for the LA Lakers. And this season, he's averaging 16.5 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. So far, Kuzma, he really has got to be the steal of the draft. He was drafted 27th overall out of Utah. And he's shown the physical tools and budding skill set really to be a modern-day power forward, if you will. He really has. You can tell by watching him, like he definitely fits the definition as a positionless player. He's able to stretch the floor, able to get inside. He's fast. He relies on his athleticism and quickness to get the open shot. He's a really smart player. He's shown the ability to run the floor. He has the physicality and good technique on rebounding. He's shown the ability to stretch the floor and knock down open perimeter shots. He's averaging 31 minutes a game, so he's getting a ton of minutes. And you expect him to keep getting those minutes and able to keep putting out this type of production while getting those minutes. Really no weaknesses for him. A really good player. He can do everything good on the court, and just absolutely a steal for the Lakers this year in the draft. So the number 1 player is going to be Ben Simmons. Obviously the number 1 pick overall by the Sixers last year. He's averaging 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. A lot of his season last year, coming off a disappointing season at LSU, Simmons showed the ability to do it all in his only season with the Tigers. That's what led him to be the number 1 overall pick last year. He's transitioned this over to the NBA seamlessly. He handles the ball a ton in Philadelphia. He's their primary ball handler. But he's so quick, so fast, and at 6'10", he's able to see over the defenses. He really can do it all. He just really needs to improve an outside shot. He's actually yet to hit a 3 this season. But through his first 14 games, his stats are very similar to Magic Johnson. So, he has to be able to be looked at as like the number 1 rookie this year, and maybe go down as one of having the best rookie seasons of all time. So, there's a list. Looking at it, it's pretty interesting. There's only like 1 player drafted in the top 5 this year and the number 1 overall pick last year. So this is really interesting to me. But, it's the first month of the season. This probably will change. But these players right now definitely having the best rookie season. So until next time, this has been All Love Gary from Tripod Sports. I'm out.